So my name is Ben. I'm
Benjamin?
a project leadership coach. You can think of me as an executive coach for project managers, really helping them to transform into confident, strategic, resilient project leaders by enhancing their leadership skills. And that's everything from communication, creative thinking, decision making, whatever that might be, just really helping project managers where they're at to be able to excel.
So what do you think number one thing that you're coaching?
I'd say the first part is around mindset.
Hmm.
Around the
Tell
mindset,
me more
how you
about it.
think about things so that you can hopefully translate that into effective action. A lot of what we see right now is that project managers sometimes get stuck by themselves
Hmm.
and they find themselves on an island by them where they don't have a lot of access to help and support to be able to deliver. If a project manager goes to their manager or goes to the PMO and says, you know what, I don't know exactly what I'm doing right now. I need help. A lot of project managers will find them into an uncomfortable situation where they could be replaced. And to me, that is an option, but I feel there's a better option to be able to go and support the project managers where they're at, to help them navigate these challenges, help them build the right skills and tools to be able to move ahead, as well as helping them get the project back into a great state. Because if you try and replace a project manager, you lose institutional knowledge. The project could lose a lot of momentum. Project teams could lose their morale and productivity, and even if you find a new project manager, you have to ramp them back up. So why don't we work with project managers where there are so that we can create that win-win situation?
So it sounds like the leadership is important skill for a project manager,
Absolutely.
right? And what is the next? What is the next important skill of the project manager?
I think is really integrating that leadership and having that move into the team, helping
Mhm.
build other leaders, helping understand how these tools that what they have, whether it be technology or people tools, right? How do they continue to enhance them? And really having that growth mindset.
So a lot of project managers are not technical,
Mhm.
right? And a lot of projects are not technical. However, we cannot live without technology, right? We have our obvious, computers and ways to communicate. So, what is it that from the technology side is important for the project manager to get under the belt?
I think it's understanding how you can learn quickly. Like for me, I go into clients and I'm really at the mercy of what tools they have. Sometimes it might be Jira, sometimes it might be Azure DevOps, sometimes it's, ClickUp or Smartsheet, or it's an spreadsheet. It's an Excel
Spreadsheet,
spreadsheet,
the
right?
most
And
popular tool, by the way, in the world.
absolutely,
Yeah.
right? And it's no fault of them their own, but
Yeah.
it's understanding how do I use that most effectively and how do I do that creatively. And so it can be difficult because there's so many software suites out there, but how then can you understand one, how to be able to use it, and two, how to use it most effectively? And there's going to be some struggles on there, but the more that you can have, I guess, a community that you can rely on to be able to shortcut these areas, or being able to go and at least use the core areas correctly as best you can, right? To be able to continue adding value, not just doing things because I got to figure out the right way to do it inside of a tool. I think that's where project managers can get the most value out of using that technology.
And this is why I think people like you are more valuable than people like me, because I always say 80% versus 20%.
Right.
20% is technology, and I always say to my customers, it's easy. I mean, technology is easy. Forget about it. The 80% of the value is in your hands outside of technology.
Right.
The process, the people is more important than technology, because technology is way more advanced than any of our processes. That's my opinion.
Yeah, no, I think a lot of sometimes where organizations make the mistake is thinking technology will solve all the problems.
Yeah.
It's the silver bullet. Once we have this, it will be awesome. And then they implement it and be like, why do we still suck?
Yeah, yeah, yeah. So, what do you think? Well, not I'm not putting thoughts in your mind,
Sure.
but what will AI solve
I think
as far as
it'll,
technology?
yeah, I think it'll provide a lot faster way to be able to process things that usually take a long time, right? I mean, obviously the administrative pieces you look at, sometimes maybe it's scheduling or taking meeting notes, all those type of things.
But in terms
those
of
can move fast.
in terms of dollars and cents and
Yeah.
efficiency,
Mhm.
that can be translated into dollars, right?
Absolutely.
If I needed to spend 5 hours on crafting my report, I spend in 1 hour
Mhm.
crafting my report. So I need to spend another 4 hours for what?
Yeah, you can use it to look at more strategic views of your project, right?
Okay.
Having the valuable conversations that you should be having with people, as well as, I want to say, exercising those leadership skills that are going to be making it different. And, I'm going to be presenting a keynote later on, but really it's going to be talking about how AI is going to make some of these technical pieces from project management a little bit faster, quicker, and more effective than what you can normally do. And so it's going to rely on you then to exercise more of your leadership. It's going to become more important as you work with people.
So will the AI supersede the leadership?
Maybe if they
In
get
in
robots and
value,
stuff,
in
maybe.
value.
I mean, it really depends on how far the technology is going to go, right? If
What
they
if I
have
tell you? What
androids,
if I tell you I am AI?
well, I'd say you're a pretty good AI, I suppose.
Well, who knows?
But
Maybe in 2 years,
you never
3 years, you
know.
never
Yeah,
know.
you could be, and I think that's where, for us, it's almost that we have to be more human,
Yeah.
and that's what's going to make the difference.
Yeah, we should do this. We
Yeah,
should do more of the high fives and things like that.
yeah,
Thank you
yeah.
so much.
No
I
problem.
appreciate it. It's a great conversation.
Absolutely.
Thank you.
trusteditgroup.com